Get over here!
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 14 of Let's Play Kirby's Epic Yarn. I'm the Green Scorpion.
I'm the ComicFoil.
You okay, dude?
It's really cold out here.
Well, it's gonna get colder. We're going into the frigid fjords today.
Can we go back in the mitten?
I think Kirby's just fine. Look at that. He's doing the smart thing. He's getting his body moving, keeping the blood flowing. Does he have blood?
He is literally made out of a sweater. Like, of course he's warm.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does he even have blood?
I don't even know why it's actually cold out here. There's no moisture.
Anyway, let's go ahead and Kirby's getting a little impatient. Yeah, okay, just gonna say, like, that picture right there kind of reminded me of how, like, just the way that was structured kind of reminded me of Ice Cap Zone from Sonic.
Is that a Sonic 3?
Sonic 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a Doom Buggy. That was a good level, man.
I have the Sonic Naked Collection. I really gotta go back and beat all those classic Sonic games.
It's definitely worth it in my opinion.
I've played them all, I just never get to the ends of them.
Any reason why?
Just cause older games like that I kind of just more like to play. Like, I've never finished any of the Mega Mans either.
Really?
I usually get to the Wily Tower and then I just don't anymore.
Huh.
I've beaten Super Mario Brothers 1 and 3 and World.
Well, that's good at least.
Yeah, just I used to have kind of a streak of not ever finishing games. That's why.
I can understand that, honestly. Like, that's more common than you might think.
I had this weird thing when I was younger where I would get anxious as I got to the end of a game. And would, like, actually procrastinate beating it or go to something else. Like, it took me forever to finish Wind Waker because it just, like, made me weirdly anxious that I was gonna be fighting Ganondorf.
I mean, there was, like, that's actually a very unique reason for not finishing, Wind Waker. Most of the time, it's because of the damn Triforce mission.
No, I'm in the weird minority that liked the Triforce hunt because it was an excuse to just explore the world leisurely.
I suppose that makes sense.
I am totally cool with backtracking things like that. Maybe nowadays I have less patience for it because, you know, who has the time for that when you're an adult and have to pay rent?
Point taken.
I love these victory ceremonies.
Alright, I'll leave you guys alone this time. Stop staring at me.
I'm watching you.
So we went through an entire level without answering a single question!
Yeah, but it was a short Dune Buggy level.
It was.
And we have a new world to go to. We're going to Spaceland.
Well, we still gotta finish up the levels in this game. Or in this world.
Oh, I thought this was the last one in this world.
No, I don't think so. I believe we have one more. Let's see.
To be fair,
Yep, we have one more.
I've only been paying so much attention.
No, there are usually 2 extra levels after the boss fight. As long as we get the patch in the boss fight, which we did, but we had to have 2 tries on it. So, let's see if we get to our first question.
Yes. First question is going to come from Tristan Wellish.
Alright.
Or it might be Tristan Wellick. Have you ever played Dust: An Elysian Tale?
That's on my to-do list!
That's also on my to-do list.
Yeah, because I hear Dust: An Elysian Tale is really, really cool, especially because people tell me I should play it because I played, Muramasa the Demon Blade.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, people say I really need to play Odin Sphere.
Dust is one of the games I have planned for that Steam Sember thing I'm doing.
Ah, okay. But yeah, no, definitely, because, I hear it's good. By the way, this level's awesome. Just gonna say right now, this level's freaking awesome.
A lot of people recommended the character Dust for Aeromancers.
I heard that too.
And since neither of us have played it, we didn't really have the expertise to...
Unfortunately. But yeah, no, it's definitely something... So check this out. We wind that up, and it sends us up.
I love Christmas-themed levels.
Especially the music in this level in particular. It's just so jolly.
It's not a common level trope, but it always makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
Like Freeze Easy Peak in Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh, absolutely.
Or some of the levels in Diddy Kong Racing.
Like, I don't care who you are, guys, but Christmas is just a wonderful thing. Like, if you don't celebrate it, that's fine, but like, I know people who say that, like, who don't necessarily, you know, believe in the...
There's a lot of stress around it, though, too.
There is, But at the same time, it's just, like, once you get past that stress, like, it is a wonderful thing, in my opinion. Christmas is definitely my favorite holiday.
Yeah, same.
Second only to, second only to Easter. But Easter in particular is because...
Same, actually.
Really?
Christmas I have the most fun, but Easter's my favorite holiday.
Easter in particular because, like, Easter is the one opportunity in my family where, like, we have an excuse to just get together with pretty much everyone. Like, we enjoy, like, having people over on Easter, like, not just family, but friends as well. And it's just, like, really, it's a lot of fun for me.
That's cool.
No, yeah, as for Dust and Elysian Tale, right? I'm still on my to-do list. I plan on it, but will I get to it anytime soon? Quite frankly, I'm not so sure. I would like to, though.
Here's another question from J.K. Alcazarin, the gaming expert.
Alright.
Also, oh yeah, there was other stuff, so it started with an also. But, when are you gonna do your top 10 worst moms in video games?
That's on our to-do list as well.
I've had ideas for it.
Oh no, there's plenty of candidates. Trust us. But, hasn't necessarily been a priority as of right now!
I definitely have at least 6, like, gold star candidates for that.
Do we want to say who they are, or...?
I could say some of them and count as, like, kind of a little preview.
I suppose, yeah. Like, one character in particular that comes right to mind is Sonya.
Yeah, Sonya would be my Fire Emblem.
Like, Sonya from Fire Emblem is easily one of the worst.
Not to be confused with the Sonya from Fire Emblem Echoes. This is the villain Sonya from Fire Emblem Blazing Sword.
If you want a differentiating detail, the Sonya from Fire Emblem Echoes is spelled with a Y.
Yeah, and this is spelled S-O-N-I-A.
Mm-hmm. Aside from that,
Nino's adoptive mother.
Yeah. Another one that I can think of is Sindel from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, that's a good one.
Although, to be fair, Sindel was an unfortunate case because she became corrupted by Shao Kahn. Like, you know what? I'm actually surprised we didn't include Shao Kahn in the worst fathers list.
There were a lot of great candidates that we didn't include. That also, like, for me, that was one of the lists that I took kind of more, like, semi-seriously.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we included Cranky Kong, for Pete's sake.
No, I stand by that.
Oh, no, I do too. But it's not one that you would expect. Then again, we've had a lot of unexpected choices that people, like, got really on board with once we actually mentioned them.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like, people at first were skeptical that we included Ridley in Dragons, but then once we explained it, they were like, oh snap, you're right.
Totally a dragon.
Like, absolutely. Especially because he was the number 2, and,
yeah,
like, that trope just worked.
One mom I find really despicable is Lucamine from Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Oh, absolutely. Like, even
less so in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, but
and even
still
then,
there.
like, there's still plenty of things to go to, like, pull from in regards to how terrible of a mom she is.
The story changes in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon really screw over Lucamine's character, in my opinion.
I agree. Like, it's kind of unfortunate, but I kind of liked what they did in Sun and Moon in general, was just make her this, like, power-hungry supermodel who just got, like, she basically got drunk on power.
Yeah, and part of it's not her fault because her mind got warped, but also, like, it is.
Like, the thing is, the thirst for power was already in there. It just took the Ultra Beasts to wake it up.
Yeah, that's kind of how I think of it.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so before we head over to Spaceland, I'm actually going to head back to Quilty Square.
Yeah, we've almost completed the planet.
Yeah. I'm going to see what else we can do in here before we move on. I think we can save Spaceland for the next episode.
Okay.
In the meantime, what do we got here? Actually, does he need beads from me, maybe? Nope, he is done with the building, so we don't need to do any of that anymore. I'm gonna buy some things, so, yeah, we do have plans for worst moms. Maybe next year? Who knows? We'll see. Next question.
Okay, this one comes from The Silent Edge. Actually, a couple people were asking this question. What are your opinions on Kirby Right Back at Ya, the Kirby anime?
I liked it as a kid. I really, really enjoyed watching it as a kid.
I haven't watched it in a very, very long time.
That being said, I can't really look at it now without cringing.
Okay.
Like, it's one of those. Ooh,
it was already a little cringy for me back.
Oh no, it was always cringy, but my adolescent child mind was basically saw, oh my god, my favorite video game character's in a show, I gotta watch this.
Yeah.
I felt the same about Sonic X, and now I look at Sonic X and I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck was I thinking?
Sonic X has great fan service though. It's about like, does your love of these characters supersede how bad the dialogue can be sometimes?
Exactly. And it's just like,
because Sonic X, like, every Sonic character shows up in there at some point.
Yeah.
You got, like, the echidnas, you got, like, the... Are you able to do this? There's a bunch of
I should be able to.
Okay, I kind of have stuff sitting in front of the sensor bar.
I should be able to manage this. Yeah. Kirby Right Back at Ya, I feel it's a harmless, like, bit of fun, not gonna lie. Do I like it now? There's that sick little part of me that does. There's that little bit of me that is like, this is still funny, even now, even today, because, I don't know, hearing Meta Knight say some of the things he says in that show is borderline hilarious.
Because they play him really serious, but also he just, like...
He's kinda, like, he's very laid back.
I like the...
But...
I like the Hispanic Meta Knight voice.
Like, there's this one thing where, like... Do you remember the episode where, like, DDD was creating his own, like, show on, like, TV and, like,
no, I don't.
He created his own television show and all of Cappy Town was like eating it up because they found it absolutely hilarious, to the point where even Meta Knight got in on it, right?
We're not going to be able to do all of these. We don't have.
Yeah, we don't have the totem. Pillar. We can always go and find it. I'm trying to find out what that thing is though. Oh, this is what it is. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go check this out. This is here, and it's found.
Secret Island.
Is it in Secret Island?
Yeah, it has the
yeah, you're right.
names above it.
All right then, let's go to Secret Island, see if I can find that. Yeah. There's this one episode where, again, the episode where DDD makes a TV show in all of Cappy Town. Like, even Meta Knight gets in on it, and Tiff is like questioning why he enjoys it, and he's like, the king may be a treasonous dictator, but you got to admit he has some funny shtick. I'm like, this is Meta Knight, right?
Sometimes Meta Knight would just say something hilariously normal.
Exactly! It's like, he has fallen, and he cannot get up. It's just, like,
there's one time where...
Meta Knight makes that show. Like...
There's a point where, like, he and Tuff are just walking by each other, and Tuff's like, hey, Meta Knight, and he's just like, how's it going?
Alright, I think I know where I can find this treasure. But, yeah, let's go ahead and get through this.
My favorite episode I can remember of Kirby Right Back at Ya is when there's some sort of apocalypse happening, and King DDD uses this chance to try and make amends for everything he's ever done.
And he creates, like, a playground.
The playground that he promised he would build. And at the end, there's, like, a giant meteor coming, and he's just pushing Kirby on a swing.
Well, he doesn't push Kirby on the swing. He swings with him.
Oh, yeah, that's it. And it's
like he starts singing, like, this very somber, like, song of, like, this very somber piece of, like...
Are we watching the Kirby anime? What is this?
It's like, that episode got so depressing!
It, like... wasn't even depressing to me, though, because it was so overblown.
It was.
Like, if it was any other show, it would be depressing, but it's... It cracks me up.
Like, there was a certain level of just charm to it. Like, this shouldn't be funny, but it is, but it kind of is in a endearing sort of way. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. But, yeah.
I think it's watchable.
I think so too. Like, even today, like,
Kirby is very cute on the show, too.
Oh, no,
they did a good job making Kirby adorable.
Like, Kirby Right Back At Ya is, I think, worth watching now, solely because, yes, it's cringy, like, watching it now, but it's cringy in a way that is kind of like, I used to like this as a kid.
It holds up better than the Donkey Kong show.
That much is absolutely certain. So I gotta look out for secrets, like this one in particular. I have to grab this. There we go. Nice. Yeah, I gotta look out for secrets like that if I'm going to find this totem pole.
Well, this is the secret island. Must be full of secrets. We have a question here from Man of Men, who asks for your favorite bands or musicians.
My favorite bands or musicians? I mean, here's the thing about me when it comes to music, right?
Yeah.
I don't often listen to mainstream music. I listen to a lot of soundtracks, so I love listening to video game soundtracks. I also love listening to remixes too. Like I love it when there's a song that I love in a video game or a movie, and someone on YouTube like has the talent to be able to remix that. I guess I can go ahead and like mention that too, because they kind of are included. In terms of like mainstream music, believe it or not, I'm a fan of the Zac Brown Band. Like, I know a lot of people don't really like country, but I like Zac Brown. I like him a lot.
I do not even know who that is. I do not know music.
Have you ever heard of Chicken Fried? Cold beer on a Friday night?
Maybe if I heard the song, I would recognize it.
Pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio.
It's not ringing a bell, sorry.
Alright. That's one of my favorite songs, personally.
Cool.
Other than that, believe it or not, I'm a fan of Usher.
That's fine.
I actually really do like Usher a lot.
I have no problem with Usher.
As well as, I like listening to a lot of Spanish music as well. One of my personal favorites, to those who might recognize the name, Juan Luis Guerra. He is a very, very cool musician in my opinion. In regards to, like, video games and things like that, like, I love, I believe this might be...
Yes!
Yes! There it is!
Oh, that's a cute totem pole.
It is. Alright, so there we go. I'm surprised I didn't find that before. So yeah, I can just go ahead and rush through the episode, level now. But, yeah, in terms of, like, video games, like, I love... Crush 40, like, is famous for all their Sonic work, obviously. Wouldn't call them a favorite, but, aside from that...
I like their songs in the context of the games they're in.
Oh, absolutely. Let's see, what else? See, it's kind of hard to pin down, musicians in video games, because, again, like, a lot of it is not necessarily music you would listen to on a regular basis, right?
I mean, I would, but I'm a loser, so...
Uh-huh. Okay, that did not work.
Well, you already got everything you need from this stage, so
that is true.
Don't worry about it too much.
Alright, but, in regards to... I'm gonna do a little bit of a pitch here.
Okay.
To those of you guys who are looking for remixers on YouTube, here are some of my personal favorites that I highly, highly recommend. One of them is, Insane in the Ring. He does a lot of remixes, of, video game music, but it's all jazz. Like, he does jazz remixes, and he does a really, really good job with it.
Oh, neat.
I also like listening to a lot of, rock remixes. And a couple of the ones that I can think of, Family Jewels is definitely one that's really good. And a personal favorite of mine, Little V Mills. Little V Mills, in my opinion, is a really, really talented musician. Aside from that...
Lenich and Kyria?
Lenich and Kyria does a lot of acoustic remixes. They do really good work as well. As well as With Ether. They do a lot of acoustic stuff as well, and it's really, really cool. In addition, I know there's more that I listen to. There's also this remixer called The Second Narrator. He does orchestral remixes, and a couple of his best ones, in my opinion, are his Undertale remixes. Like, holy smoke, it is incredible. Like, it is tried and true boss material music. But yeah, that's basically what I can think of off the top of my head in regards to musicians that I love listening to. Like, I listen to all kinds of music, admittedly, so I can't really pinpoint like a favorite per se. But yeah, those are some of the bands slash musicians that I definitely enjoy listening to on my spare time.
Cool.
And with that, let's go ahead back to Quilty Court and see if we can go ahead and place this totem pole. You know what? We got time for one more question, so
okay.
Let's go.
This one's going to come from Kevin Millam.
All right.
Regarding Kirby Star Allies, what's your favorite new ability and your favorite power combination?
Stick.
You mean staff?
Staff, yes. Staff Kirby's just amazing.
I mean, you could call it Stick Kirby.
It basically is, but, yeah, of all the new powers that were introduced in Kirby Star Allies, Staff Kirby is easily my favorite. Like, one, because, like, the weapon's just really awesome.
I would have to agree, yeah.
It's an incredibly useful ability. There's so much you can do with it. Lightning Staff, in particular, is unbelievably good. And, it's a reference to freaking Son Goku. That's awesome! Like, I will to those of you who watch Dragon Ball Z, you're probably thinking I'm referencing, like, Goku, but no, I'm actually talking about Son Goku from Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Not Romance, Journey to the West. Journey to the West, yes. But, yes, I love Staff Kirby.
Goku from DBZ is also... The original Dragon Ball was highly based off of
Journey to the West. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And every MOBA has a character who's based off of...
Wukong.
Son Wukong or Son Goku.
Mm-hmm.
Just, another wonderful job. You have a knack for this, Lord Kirby.
And we got... Hey! I take one look around here and all I can say is, yes! I'm Buster, by the way.
Oh, marvelous, Lord Kirby. Another tenant.
So yeah, we have Buster here. And, his name pretty much says it all. His abilities... Or his minigames revolve around defeating enemies.
Alright, let's bust someone.
Let's do it. Yeah. Staff Kirby, in particular Lightning Staff, is my personal new favorite.
My favorite new ability is definitely Staff. My favorite combination in the game, though, is Sizzle Waddle Dee. So, like, fire on Bandana D.
Oh yeah, because, like... interestingly enough, they don't have the spear ability in this game. It's just it's exclusive to Waddle Dee,
which is cool because it gives him like something special that's just his.
That I can understand. If we're talking, that being said, I just thought of something. If we're talking combination, as in like a combination attack as well, trying to think, like, you know those friend abilities?
Yeah, you got like Geokinesis and you got like the super jump moves.
Exactly. I would say Geokinesis. One, because, like, it's not the most practical ability, but it's definitely the coolest sounding, and the concept's just cool.
Yeah.
But other than that, I also really like rock painting. Rock painting is both really cool looking, but also extremely useful, especially in the Ultimate Choice. Like, it is an ability that does a lot of damage, and it keeps Kirby invulnerable when the attack happens.
I like when you combine ice and water, so you can shoot like the icicle spears in 3 directions.
That is also very useful, and of course, the one that's probably used the most common is curling.
Yeah.
Whenever you use ice, water, or wind on stone.
Yeah. What'd you get?
We got
wallpaper.
Yeah, we usually just get wallpaper from these guys. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Alright, before we end off, I'm gonna go ahead and check the other apartments, see what we can do there.
Okay.
I don't know if we have time for another question, but based on what I find here, maybe. Let's see what we got.
If you've played Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice yet, have you played it yet?
Spirit of Justice? Yes.
Yeah. Okay, this comes from James Butler, who wants to know, who is your favorite witness and why?
There's plenty in that game that definitely deserve attention.
I'm a little behind. I just started Apollo Justice, so...
But, okay. It looks like we're gonna need to go to Space Land for this one.
That's looking pretty spacey.
Yeah, but I'll do what I can here. Let's see this. Okay, I think I have that one. But in regards to the witnesses that are in the Spirit of Justice, like, you'll have to forgive me, but I don't remember everything about Spirit of Justice, at least not off the top of my head. Okay, we don't. We have to go to Melody Town for that one.
Okay. Do you have that chair?
I believe we might have that chair.
It looks like a Christmas chair.
It does.
Yeah, there. Top middle.
Thank you. But off the top of my head, one witness that definitely stood out for one reason or another, and if there's one thing about Ace Attorney that Spirit of Justice that drove me up a wall were its naming conventions. One witness that definitely comes to mind is Peace, Love, and Understanding.
Oh my god.
That's actually his name.
That's a great name.
Peace, Love, and Understanding.
Peace, Love, and Understanding.
It's so dumb! But no. Peace, Love, and Understanding, in my opinion, like, he was the witness from the first case. But goodness gracious, like, he stood out because, like, he was like a musician.
Yeah.
And all of his testimonies had the right amount of syllables if you were to put them in song.
Huh.
It's actually really cool.
I like it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like, I'm pretty sure there's other witnesses that, like, hold a little more merit. For example, like, like, a couple of the main characters, like Maya and whatnot, definitely stand out. But Peace, Love, and Understanding, exclusively to that game, is definitely probably my favorite. Alright, so, that does it for this episode. Thank you guys for joining us for episode 14 of Kirby's Epic Yarn. I'm the Green Scorpion.
I'm the ComicFoil.
And in the next episode, we're going to Spaceland.
It's gonna be out of this world.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah. I didn't have a lot of
At the very least,
preparation.
at the very least, I saw it coming.